Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's album review time. It's the Michigan metalers Wounded Touch. They will release their brand new album, A Vivid Depiction of Collapse, on May 16th, 2025 via Smartpunk Records. Now, I think, right, the opening track of this album might be one of the best opening tracks I've heard all year so far. Not just because it has Wounded Touch unleashing a cacophony of hardcore-infused metallic vitriol, but because it's a really imaginative start involving a computerized voice repeating the words, "Show me how to make your pain my own," before the guitars and drums arrive and add punctuation, and then the vocals come in, leading to measured chaos being unleashed. I don't mean to kind of just get focused on one track over any other, particularly like the start, but my god, I love this punchy start, and it set a high bar for me. A bar that isn't necessarily topped, but a bar that is still met by several other absolute bangers. Bangers like the abrasive ferocity of Shield of White Roses, the stompy Dreams in Triage, the punk-inspired Colorado, and the venomous Consequence and Broadcast. The first half of the record is beastly, brilliantly so, but also makes these tracks special to creative touches that give Wounded Touch's metallic hardcore sound a different vibe, namely the mathcore side of things, often when a record ends up being particularly creative sounding, especially as it creates a whole new degree of challenge. Challenge that most will delight in experiencing though, as in a world of heard it all before, Wounded Touch really do feel like they're doing something different. Delivering a sense of safety momentarily, Save Point has nice melody and ritual ambience, although listening to it, I kind of started to think of like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, getting those kind of vibes, but it serves as a perfect halfway point to the record, refreshing the palette, ready for the damning variable to arrive in chaotic fashion. Noisy? You have no idea. This is Wounded Touch letting loose, and it freaking slays. The latter part of the record just gives us even more bangers to enjoy too, every grieving piece being one of the more elaborate and eternity-tinged efforts, changing tempo as it goes on, and in delivering a surprising amount of emotion. Then there is And Taketh. Melodramatic and experimental, certainly different too, before an unscarred purpose arrives with impressive layers of melody and metal, showing just how developed a musical palette Wounded Touch have. How'd you cap off a banger release? Well, it's a dark, moody and hyper finale that brings the heavy and then some. What a beast of a finale Vultures Await Them Son is. I love it, and so will you, provided you like your metal to come with ideas that aren't always the sanest, but are thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyable. This is a banger record. You're going to want to really look into this one. It is a vivid depiction of collapse, and it is out on May 16th, 2025 via Smartpunk Records. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.